Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. To my old subscribers and my new subscribers, thank you so much for engaging with my videos. My name is Ifeoluwa, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to cut and sew this trendy asymmetric skirt, also known as handkerchief flare skirt. And if this is something you're interested in learning, you'd want to watch this video to the end. So guys, let's go to the cutting table. In today's video, I'm going to be making use of this fabric. So this is a linen fabric. It's not up to 2 yards, so this is like 1.5 yards. And I've been making use of this small Ankara fabric. It's not up to 1 yard or so. I just want to use it for the design and the down part. I'll make use of our chunk, and I'll make use of elastic. So if you have this 2 inches elastic, you can go ahead to use yours, but this is what I have left, so I will not be making use of this 2 inches elastic. I will be making use of this 1 inch elastic. So when we get to that place, I'm going to show you how I was able to turn this 1 inch elastic to 2 inches elastic. So get started, the first thing I did was go ahead to fold my fabric into 4. So I first fold it into 2 like this, then I went ahead to fold it again, making 4. So guys, I'm working on hip 32. So you say hip 32 divided by 6.28, that is to get our radius. So when I divided I got 5 point this in. So approximately it's going to give me 5. So I'm making use of 5. So 5 is going to be the radius of this my skirt. So I'll say 5 plus the length of my skirt is 21. Length of my skirt is 21 plus seam allowance. So when I add everything, I'm getting 26. Can you see? So you go ahead to do your own like that. You go ahead to use your hip measurement divided by 6.28 plus your length plus your seam allowance. So guys, that being said, I'll go ahead to mark my radius now. So you come to this tip here. This part here is the folded edge. Can you see? This part is folded. This part too, 2 of it is folded like this. Then the rest are open. So now you're going to come to this folded edge here and go ahead to mark what you got for your radius. And I said I got 5 inches. So you place your tape on this tip like this and go ahead to mark 5 inches. So you mark 5 inches here. I hope you can see what I marked. Then take it again, you rotate it like this and mark 5 inches. You rotate it again and mark 5 inches. So go ahead to do your own. Go ahead to mark what you got as your radius. Then connect them together like this. So you can see. I know some people will be wondering, why do we use our hip measurement divided by 6.28? So the reason why we use our hip measurement is because we are going to be using elastic on the waist instead of using zip. So making use of elastic. Don't forget, we are making use of 2 inches elastic. So where you are marking yours, you are going to remove 2 inches from the elastic. So 2 inches is going to serve as our band. You are going to remove it. After removing 2 inches, you are going to mark your skirt length plus your seam allowance. So and I said my skirt length is 21. I'm going to mark 21. This is 21 inches. So since I'll be adding Ankara at the tip, I'll be adding Ankara at the tip of my skirt. So instead of marking 21, I'll go ahead to mark 20 inches. I'll go ahead to mark 19 inches rather. I'll mark 19 inches. Do you understand? I said I'll be adding Ankara at the tip of my skirt. So instead of marking 21 inches, which is my actual skirt length, I'm going to be marking 19 inches. I'm marking 19 inches. But you go ahead to mark your actual skirt length plus your seam allowance or your own if you are not adding any extra fabric to yours. Do you understand? So now, my measurements from here to this point here is going to give me 22 inches. So I'll come to this part here too. I'm going to mark 22 inches. So I'll place my thread from this tip here. I'll mark 22 inches. Then maybe you can see it. This is the 22 inches there. 22 inches here, and this part is 22 inches. Try to draw a straight line first so I'll be able to connect it. So guys, after marking the 22 inches here and 22 inches here, you go ahead to draw a line to square it. Can you see? So I've gone ahead to draw my own line to square it like this. So that's all we want to do. Now go ahead to cut it out. After the cutout, this is what I have. So yours should be looking like this. Can you see? Now because I'll be adding pockets to the skirt, I'll go ahead to slit the sides open. So I'll go ahead to slit this folded part here, these two parts. I'll go ahead to slit it open. One part, then the second part too. So now we set this aside. Let's go ahead and cut the pockets. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut out my pockets. So these are the pockets. Now to fix the pocket from the waistline here, I went down by 2 inches. So from the waistline, you're going to come down by 2 inches. So this is it here. I've gone ahead to notch it. Now I'm going to fix. Go ahead to pin my pocket to it. Okay. So that's it about the cutting. Now we're going to move to the sewing. For the sewing part, the first thing I'm going to do is you are going to go ahead to sew down your pocket. After sewing down the pocket, now this should be like this. So after sewing down your pocket, you go ahead to close up the sides. You close up the two sides. I'll go ahead to do that and come back to show you. So guys, can you see I'm going ahead to stitch down the sides and also attach the pocket. So this is what I have, and I've also gone ahead to overlock the stitches. So now let me turn it to the right side. After turning it to the right side, this is what you should have. Can you see it's already falling? Our skirt is almost ready. So now these are the pieces I'll be using for the front. I've gone ahead to cut it. It's like 57 inches, but you can go ahead to cut maybe 60 inches or 62, depending on how long you want it to be. So now I have two, one for the front, one for the back. Now we are going to place the main bodies like this. Can you see? This is the waist side. So now the strap, you are going to go ahead to look for the middle. You fold it into two, then get the midpoint. Now get the midpoint. This is the midpoint. See, you do the same thing for your main skirt. So this is it. I'm gonna ahead to notch the midpoint of the skirt. Now don't forget, this is the main side, this is the front side of the skirt. So you are going to take your fabric, the strap, and place it the wrong side facing the right side of the skirt. So this is the wrong side, this is the right side. So can you see, this is the right side here. Now you place the midpoint on the notch part like this. So place the midpoint on the notch part, then you go ahead to pin it down. So I'm going to pin it down and come back to show you. Okay, so after pinning it round, this is what I have. Can you see? So you pin from the center to the side and you make it stop at this joining. Can you see? The pin is going to stop at the joining here. Can you see? So you have this extended fabric here at the two sides. So this is it at the second side too. So I'll go ahead to stitch it down. After stitching it down, you are going to measure what you have here. So after stitching this part down, you measure what you have on the waistline. You measure it round. So whatever you have, you're going to use it to cut out the band. I'll go ahead to do that and come back to show you. So guys, I've gone ahead to stitch down the front design. Can you see? So this is what I'm having. Sorry, can't really show very well. And I've also gone ahead to sew all the sides. Can you see? You have to stitch all the sides and this piece. I've gone ahead to sew everything round. Same thing with the second one. Can you see? I've gone ahead to stitch everything round. So this is what we are having. Now, like I said, you are going to go ahead to measure the waist. You measure it round and you add ½ inch for the joining. So this is it. I've gone ahead to cut out the band. I had like 34 inches. When I measured I had 34 inches. So this band is 34 inches. And I've gone ahead to join all it. Can you see? I've joined the sides. Can you see? So I've joined the sides and this is what I'm having. So now to determine the amount of fabric you're going to cut, this is 2.5 on a fold. Can you see? So we're having 2.5 on fold. So by the time you open it up like this, you're going to have 5 inches. But when you fold it like this, you're going to have 2.5. And don't forget, the band we need is actually 2 inches, but the ½ inch is going to be for the joining of the band to the main skirt. So that's the ½ inches. So now after that, I said I'll be making use of this 1 inch elastic. So this 1 inch elastic, you go ahead to cut out your waist measurement -4. So my waist of 25 -4 is going to give me 21 inches. So I'll go ahead to cut 21 inches. Let's see. So this is my 21 inches. I'll go ahead to cut out 2 of it. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'll go ahead to cut out 2 of 21 inches. So now we have 2 of 21 inches. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your band and go ahead to measure 1 inch. From the upper part, go ahead to measure 1 inch. So this is my 1 inch here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead to stitch it down. So I'll measure 1 inch and go ahead to stitch it round. But I'm going to leave a space for the opening so I'll be able to insert the elastic to it. And I'll do the same. So after this 1 inch, I'll go ahead to mark another 1 inch again and stitch it down. So I'll leave a space to insert the elastic. After that, I'll go ahead to join it to the main skirt. So I'll go ahead to do just that and come back to show you. So guys, I've gone ahead to attach the band to the main skirt. So you notice that I did not make use of that 2 inches elastic again. That is because by the time I added the band to the main skirt, it was fraying. So the allowance I added, the ½ inch allowance I added was removed. So I had to just make use of this 1 inch elastic and the 0.5 elastic. Can you see? So this 1 inch elastic and this is 0.5 elastic. So this is the outcome of the skirt. And I've also gone ahead to attach the extra fabric I said I'm going to attach to it. Can you see? And I've also gone ahead to overlock all the rough edges. Can you see the inside too? So that's all for it. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next video.